everyone, and welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Casey DeSantis.
Hey, folks. Happy Friday. I'm Curtis Dvorak.
And also joining us as we pan the camera
I really wanted to just creep into your shot. I'm Matt Pittman with the Florida Times Union and Jacksonville.com here on a busy weekend.
We gave you your own camera.
I didn't realize I get my own today.
Yeah,
You
the other's
do.
broke.
You
The other's
do.
broke.
It's been a crazy couple months. It's actually nice to come in here in normal clothes
have a
and not have
cardigan
to
on.
wear a cardigan on. And unfortunately, no Jags gear.
We're not talking about it.
Sad.
We've all moved on.
Sad, but-
I know, he's
Well,
having
we're
a
done.
real rough week.
Let me tell you, I did watch Monday's show just because I saw his intro, and I was like, this is about to be a sad 12-minute intro to First Coast Living.
I didn't
But
swear.
You didn't swear, but we all...
But they had their finger on the button
Yeah.
just in case. The
pretty good.
6-second button delay that they say exists.
We get one more chance
just
to
tell
watch
that.
them, the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
There you go. That's true. Isn't the Pro Bowl this weekend?
It is this
watches
weekend?
that.
No,
Nobody
we
Okay,
don't.
never mind. We won't watch that. Forget it.
Rather, get outside. Get outside. And go see some of this stuff that you got.
Like the
for people.
circus, like you've done already. He ran away
right.
with the circus the other day. They invited him to be a part of the clown show.
Why am I not surprised?
There you
That's
go.
right. The
Door
Bernardo's,
open, go through.
the Bernardo's Circus is over at the St. Augustine Amphitheater. This is a huge production going on now through February 10th. Tickets start out at only $15 for youth and senior tickets, $25 general admission. Curtis, you did get the ultimate experience the other night. I want to hear a little bit more about it. From what I get, it's like a Broadway show meets the circus. So you still get the juggling, you still get the aerobatics, you still get
Yeah.
all the craziness, but there's a little bit more to
It's
it.
intimate. It's very intimate. Like you're saying, this is footage I shot when I was there Wednesday night, opening night. And the stage, it's one stage, so it's like basically single ring. 2 tent poles there. They have a high bar across for their aerial acts. But I explained it as, imagine sitting in the waiting room of America's Got Talent. And all those acts are right there, and that's
great.
what it's like. And then there's, they all come on stage there, as you saw, and it's all the classic. When you think circus music, that's the entire track. Like all the type of circus music you think in your head that's going off right now, that's what they have. So it's really a classic, intimate kind of throwback, which is great. That's why St. Augustine history. It feels like the old days of somebody standing up front, step right up and see the flaming twirling girl inside, and it's really
And
cool
it's
being
literally under the big top, right? It's
Yeah.
literally under the tent,
Yeah.
in this one tent.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
And you're like 10 feet away from it.
You can go to venardocircus.com to get details. Again, tickets start out at only $25. Fun there, and if you're looking for a date night tonight and tomorrow night, you can head over to the Times Union Center. The Jacksonville Symphony is bringing you the magic of the movies. I love when the Symphony does this because they kind of pair what they're doing with movies, some of the greatest movies of all time.
Do they have a screen and
They
show
have the
some of
screen is in the very back. So Gone with
good.
the Wind, The Wizard of Oz, The Godfather, Beauty and the Beast, even La La Land is going to be one of the movies that they're going to feature.
Nice.
And for a great date night, this starts out at only $19 to see the Jacksonville Symphony. Again, show tonight at 8 p.m., tomorrow night at 8 p.m. as well. jackssymphony.org.
All right.
This guy, I'm super excited. I was showing you
know.
clips. Jeff Dye,
So
comedian,
funny.
is going to be performing at the Comedy Zone. 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow night. Literally 5 days ago, he was performing
Just on the Tonight Show.
on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, so it's pretty cool to have him here in Jacksonville. You may know him from the new show that's on NBC called Better Late Than Never.
Yeah, second season of it coming up.
That's right. It's with William Shatner, Terry
Bradshaw,
George
George
Foreman.
Foreman.
So it's a funny adventure comedy show that they do. But you may also recognize Jeff Dye. He was on Last Comic Standing. I think he was only 3 years into comedy and was on Last Comic Standing. So hilarious guy. You can see him this weekend, and you can see him coming up here in a little bit as Curtis. You're gonna
Henry
be sitting down.
Winkler also on Better Late Than Never. The Fonz.
The Fonz, that's right. So you're going to be able to hear details about the show, how much fun it is to interact and travel around the world with those guys. And of course, like you were saying, what it's like to tour the U.S. and to be here
Doing
in Jacksonville.
comedy.
It's really great.
Jacksonville Boat Show.
All right, it's getting close to that season. I can feel at least we're a little bit warmer than it was a couple weeks ago. But the Jacksonville Boat Show, you can get ramped up for boat season over at the Prime Osborne Convention Center. It goes on tonight, tomorrow night, or I should say today, tomorrow, and on Sunday. You can go to boatjacks.com. It'll cost you about $12 to get in the door. But if you're a boat aficionado, this is the place that you're going to want to be this weekend. But they kind of turned it into more of an event as well. So there'll be seminars, there'll be more interaction, being able to go instead of just walking around looking at boats and looking at sea-doos.
Nice.
Pretty cool. Boatjacks.com for details there. And if you're looking for some sports action, you can't see football, but we can see hockey. The Jacksonville
Yes.
Icemen are playing the Greenville Swamp Rabbits this weekend, tonight, tomorrow, and on Sunday. 3 games this weekend at the Veterans Memorial Arena. Tickets start out at only $10. And I will say you should go tonight. And the reason is Colton Dixon is a star from American Idol. A couple years ago, he came in I think like 6th in American Idol, but he's going to be performing tonight after the game.
Oh, nice. Doing a little concert.
Doing a little concert. So $10 gets you in. You can go to JacksonvilleIcemen.com to get details there. We need to cheer on our Icemen too, because in all honesty, they're not doing so hot.
Yeah.
Okay. So they need our support.
That's why they put the concert after the, the game. Hey, stick around.
It's to be expected, though. We got to support them. This is their first year, and all these players came in from other places. So this is the first year they're playing together in a league of teams that have all been together from last season. So it's going to take a little bit.
I agree. But 3 games this weekend is perfect to kind of get out. And again, for only $10, see some hockey. It's so much fun.
Hockey is the best sport live. To go to a game live, there's no better sport than hockey.
I agree. All right. Okay. So for details on all the events around Jacksonville, go to events.jacksonville.com. We have it there for you.
Good deal. Good rundown of stuff.
I know. It's
okay.
fun.
We showed this start, and this cracks me up.
So there's some more lighthearted, funny stories making news of sorts today. So this we talked about at the top of the show. In Tampa, there's a police officer. He caught something very interesting, as you can see there on his dash camera. A runaway horse in Pasco County. At one point during the chase, you can hear the police officer politely try to reason with the horse. Take a listen.
Can you stop? Please?
He couldn't reason with him, so he had to ultimately call for backup. It was very near a very busy road, so he was getting a little concerned because the horse was running for 3 miles.
What state is this?
Florida. This happened in Florida, just in Tampa.
Only in Florida.
So eventually the horse was successfully corralled, taken away from the busy traffic. It's 8 years old, by the way. The horse's name is Bunny. He was reunited with his buddies. Bunny was reunited with his buddies.
I mean, it's just hey, can you leave me alone for a sec? I'm just in the middle of my jog.
Yeah, what's the deal?
It seemed like right on the
ain't doing anything wrong.
Yeah, I thought that was good stuff. It looked like he was trying to nose ahead, and then the cop speeds up. It's good stuff. Only in Florida. All right, there's more animal lover stuff. This story will make your heart melt. Honey, a 68-pound beagle, was dropped off last June at the SPCA of Niagara County to be euthanized, but the no-kill shelter committed to saving her life, and they did.
So this dog shed 38 pounds and soon was ready for adoption. So Stephanie Barnes reports about this really great story. Take a look.
This is Honey the Beagle last year. Honey was brought to the SPCA of Niagara County in June as a euthanasia request. Weighing in at 68 pounds, more than twice the weight of a healthy beagle, she was obese and immobile.
Her nails were significantly overgrown. She was urinating and defecating on herself, so there were some urine burns on her belly.
Honey's owner was an elderly woman with dementia. The SPCA suspects she would forget she fed Honey and feed her again. Plus, Honey had unchecked thyroid issues. Luckily, though, this is not the end of Honey's story. The SPCA, a no-kill shelter, committed to saving her. They regulated her hypothyroidism with meds and got to work on the pounds.
Come on.
A couple months in, and Honey was down more than 20 pounds. She was transferred to Sue's home, a volunteer dog foster, where she worked out even more, playing in the yard, taking walks, and spending twice a week at Pinewood Rehab, doing things like this water treadmill.
I was amazed at how fast it happened. And I got to say, it was mostly her. Once she was in a home and able to move around and that, she just went.
And she keeps going. When I met Honey this week, you could see it not only in her mobility, but her mood. Not just her agility, but her attitude. She's lost weight, but she's gained life again. A new dog, both outside and in.
Good stuff.
What a cutie. And no word whether she's been adopted yet, but I'm sure as the story continues to get out that she's going to find a home. Hope so.
Yeah. Luckily, Brew, I finally got Brew under 40. My roommates tend to overfeed him when we're out of town, but we haven't gone on a trip in a while, so he's back and he's eating the diet food.
I have to work on getting Zeus under 125.